What do I think of St Matthews? I think St Matthews is brilliant. I think St Matthews is so much more than what people think it is. People have perceptions of St Matthews, but until you actually come here and see the people and be amongst them, then you realise it's a lot better than what people have got in their heads, basically.
It's central and it's got a real multicultural community.
We have Africans here from North Africa, West, East and South. We have Asians as well. We have people from the Caribbean. So yeah, it's a really large community here, and people are interacting very well, so it's very friendly.
It's my area and it's where I grew up and everybody knows each other.
In the area, I like to go to the youth centre a lot because obviously we have the library here and I can study here, and we also have kick sessions that go on.
It's a good opportunity for everybody to get along and play football and meet new friends, so that's good socially as well. Mentally it could be like relieving stress, so that's another good point.
And there's also a youth club after, which everyone just comes, plays PS4, talks, and it's a very good thing.
You're going to go to record something, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's got to be about something that's real to you, something about your actual life.
I'll fight somebody, not you.
Right. This is how we came together to come up with the lyrics. It was all fun and games and sometimes serious. A lot of thinking and a lot of mucking around. But in the end, we achieved success.
Jeffrey.
You might see me smiling, but deep inside I'm sad. Life's mad.
There's certain parts you're going to have to edit, because I said no gas, full stop. And you know
no
just,
gas. How do you know if it's gas or not?
Come on, British gas. I'm not listen.
Yo man, I was born in Matties. There's been a couple of shootings there, but apart from that, my life's been cooling. All these stereotypes, they've been talking about my home, but if you come to my ends, you won't feel alone. There's Malis, there's Iraqis, there's Asians too. There's even a couple of black people and a couple of Jews. But, Taylor Road, that's the best primary school. What else can we do? People came here and now they're jetting. Can't you see that my home is developing?
Yeah, G-man, things are changing. I remember a few years ago when the oldies were rating. So blessed though now. That's typical St. Matthews rep is fading. New generation bringing something new to the table. St. Matthews is my home.
Do I feel safe living in St. Matthews? Well, that's an easy question. Of course I do.
St Matthews as a whole just seems like a really big family. So I wouldn't really seem to feel like I'm not safe here. I can go out 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning without any stress or anything.
I would allow my daughter to walk around the area if it was late at a reasonable time for her age. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I've been living in St Matthews for about a good 15 years now, and when people hear about St Matthews, they think that it's an unsafe area, and they're just like so scared of it. But in reality, St Matthews is actually a really safe area.
Since you've lived here from the start and from now, has St. Matthews improved?
Has it improved? Yes. Has it changed? Definitely. Because when I first moved to Leicester and I was staying in St Matthews, it was predominantly white mixed race children, single parents on the estate with the twin tower blocks. I don't think you were around then. And there was a lot of crime, drug use, young people hanging around on the street corners. But since there's been a drastic change, because when all the Asians and the black families moved in, crime rate dropped. There was a reduction of a young youth hanging around on the street, so I can't tell the difference. When I first moved, I did get a bit wary walking around the area, but now got no problems whatsoever.
When I hear stuff people say, oh, St Matthews is bad and all those sort of ways, I feel sort of upset because I know what St Matthews really is, and it's not what people say it is. It's really nice and welcome.
It's When I used to go to university and I used to tell people that I live in St Matthews, I was thinking, oh God, how can you live there? I would never go in that area. Thinking, well, you've never been in the area, so how would you know what it's like? A lot of people that don't know the area that well, they have a different perception of St Matthews and a negative perception.
Even though I don't live in St Matthews, I think that people shouldn't be making negative comments about St Matthews, because I have lots of friends that live here, and normally when I'm free I chill with them, and it's a quite nice area, so the judgment that people are making is quite wrong.
I'm outside the block, man.
Alright, see, I'm jumping on right now, yeah? Alright, see you. Yes, you will say, man.
Good, man.
Come,
Good.
come, let's go, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, come on.
Right now?
Yeah. Yeah, come on.
Hey, where you going? I'll be back in half an hour.
Oh, yes, Carol.
Yes, sir. Where you going?
I'm gonna go put us in, man.
Me too.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
Silent,
Why?
yes,
What
sir.
you
Man,
saying?
you always say G. Yo, come, let's get out of here, innit?
Come, let's go play football in sports.
Come, fam, let's get out.
I think I met you lot still at football. That's why I heard you do wheelies and that. Come on, man. You're sorry. Where are you, brother? Oh, yeah. Hi, brother. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yo, what's going on? I'm gonna go play football in sports. I'm gonna bet you lot again, yeah? Yes, guys! Let's get out now.
I can't really say much negative about this place. All I can say, I would like to see more things being done for the community around, for the kids, for the elderly people as well. So really, there's much of positive stuff going on rather than negative.
My daughter wouldn't go around hanging around on street corners. She'll go and see her friends, and if she wants to meet up with her friends in St Matthews, she can do. As long as she's not causing trouble, I have no problems.
So you said that, like, hanging around street corners and things like that, do you think that the community or the police can do something to, like, prevent children, like, going around street corners causing trouble? Or?
The police can if they want to, but if there is services for young people, they won't be hanging around on street corners. They'll be in youth projects or doing other things.
By that, do you mean that it's not the children's fault for them hanging around street corners?
No, it's not the children, young people's fault, not at all.
To improve the area, we could do with more things, activities for kids really, because at the moment we find there's a lot of kids, not many places for them to go, not many activities, so generally just look after the youngsters and get them busy, involved in the community, etc.
I'd say more things for young people than they used to do, to keep them off the streets and to keep them focused.
I would like to see more parks, more football pitches built for the youth, maybe a swimming pool, because really there's nothing much to do for our kids and people like you to come and enjoy in the state.
Kicks is a project that has been delivered through Leicester City's Community Trust. It's come into St Matthews, I think, about 3 years ago, and it's just playing football within communities. That's their main focus. It's actually allowed us to get employed by the Leicester City Kids, and the police fund the programme that we work on. So we've been given the opportunity to work alongside a few police officers, one of them being Austin Jackson, which we've worked alongside with for a number of months. He's come down to the programme. A lot of the kids are really, well, they don't see him just as a police officer, they see him as more of a like resident sort of thing. So kids see him, he's passed the barrier between just being a policeman and the youth, so, which has been really nice. He's been on the floor with us, he's been working with us a lot. He's taken us to a lot of different games, as the Leicester City Kicks do arrange. So yeah, he's been doing a lot of good work with the kids.
The community has to thank him for that. He was one of the key members when working with us, and it was an unfortunate loss, and it deeply affected us. We are truly sorry for his loss, and for his family as well, and we hope for the best for them.
This movie took just over a year to make. It took a lot of planning and producing to make this film for the community and to break the stereotypes. I hope everyone enjoyed this film as Parminder and the rest of the youth workers took a lot of my precious time into making this film. Thank you to everyone for their help.
System versus criminals, the wings are getting fatter. A man that speaks the truth and how his brains can get splattered. We're the children of the ghetto and we're living where the cats are. St. Matthews, I'm proud with my hand on my God, they stereotype the black man talking about he's moving grass. The king had the dream, let's become some diplomats. I'm like living in the best of it, the dream, I want the rest of it. Whole world's full of games and tricks and I ain't having none of it. Leicester, 300k population, multicultural, fam, that's the formation. St. Matthews, that's the basis, community we came in, after propagation, in this generation.